Regular verbs forms. S.No. 1 ST form. 2 ND form. 3 RD form. SESIES. 4 TH form. Absorb. Absorbed. Absorbed. Absorbs. Absorbing. Accept. Accepted. Accepted. Accepts. Accepting. Accompany. Accompanied. Accompanied. Accompanies. Accompanying. Achieve. Achieved. Achieved. Achieves. Achieving. Acquire. Acquired. Acquired. Acquires. Acquiring. Act. Acted. Acted. Acts. Acting. Add. Added. Added. Adds. Adding. Address. Addressed. Addressed. Addresses. Addressing. Adjust. Adjusted. Adjusted. Adjusts. Adjusting. Admire. Admired. Admired. Admires. Admiring. Admit. Admitted. Admitted. Admits. Admitting. Advise. Advised. Advised. Advises. Advising. Agree. Agreed. Agreed. Agrees. Agreeing. Allow. Allowed. Allowed. Allows. Allowing. Announce. Announced. Announced. Announces. Announcing. Answer. Answered. Answered. Answers. Answering. Apologize. Apologized. Apologized. Apologizes. Apologizing. Appear. Appeared. Appeared. Appears. Appearing. Applaud. Applauded. Applauded. Applauds. Applauding. Apply. Applied. Applied. Applies. Applying. Approach. Approached. Approached. Approaches. Approaching. Approve. Approved. Approved. Approves. Approving. Argue. Argued. Argued. Argues. Arguing. Arrange. Arranged. Arranged. Arranges. Arranging. Arrest. Arrested. Arrested. Arrests. Arresting. Ask. Asked. Asked. Asks. Asking. Attend. Attended. Attended. Attends. Attending. Attract. Attracted. Attracted. Attracts. Attracting. Audit. Audited. Audited. Audits. Auditing. Avoid. Avoided. Avoided. Avoids. Avoiding. Bang. Banged. Banged. Bangs. Banging. Beg. Begged. Begged. Begs. Begging. Behave. Behaved. Behaved. Behaves. Behaving. Believe. Believed. Believed. Believes. Believing. Belong. Belonged. Belonged. Belongs. Belonging. Bless. Blessed. Blessed. Blesses. Blessing. Boil. Boiled. Boiled. Boils. Boiling. Vow. Vowed. Vowed. Bows. Bowing. Breathe. Breathed. Breathed. Breathes. breathing, calculate, calculated, calculated, calculates, calculating, call, called, called, calls, calling, canvas, canvassed, canvassed, canvases, canvassing, capture, captured, captured, captures, capturing, carry, carried, carried, carries, carrying, cash, cashed, cashed, cashes, caching, cause, caused, caused, causes, causing, cease, ceased, ceased, ceases, ceasing, celebrate, celebrated, celebrated, celebrates, celebrating, challenge, challenged, challenged, challenges, challenging, change, changed, changed, changes, changing, charge, charged, charged, charges, charging, chase, chased, chased, chases, chasing, chat, chatted, chatted, chats, chatting, check, checked, checked, checks, checking, cheer, cheered, cheered, cheers, cheering, chew, chewed, chewed, choose, chewing, chip, chipped, chipped, chips, chipping, choke, choked, choked, chokes, choking, classify, classified, classified, classifies, classifying, clean, cleaned, cleaned, cleans, cleaning, click, clicked, clicked, clicks, clicking, climb, climbed, climbed, climbs, climbing, close, closed, closed, closes, closing, clutch, clutched, clutched, clutches, clutching, collapse, collapsed, collapsed, collapses, collapsing, collect, collected, collected, collects, collecting, color, colored, colored, colors, coloring, compare, compared, compared, compares, comparing, compel, compelled, compelled, compels, compelling, compete, competed, competed, competes, competing, complain, complained, complained, complains, complaining, complete, completed, completed, completes, completing, conclude, concluded, concluded, concludes, concluding, conduct, conducted, conducted, conducts, conducting, confuse, confused, confused, confuses, confusing, congratulate, congratulated, congratulated, congratulates, congratulating, connect, connected, connected, connects, connecting, consider, considered, considered, considers, considering, consist, consisted, consisted, consists, consisting, construct, constructed, constructed, constructs, constructing, consult, consulted, consulted, consults, consulting, contain, contained, contained, contains, containing, continue, continued, continued, continues, continuing, contract, contracted, contracted, contracts, contracting, contribute, contributed, contributed, contributes, contributing, control, controlled, controlled, controls, controlling, convert, converted, converted, converts, converting, convey, conveyed, conveyed, conveys, conveying, convince, convinced, convinced, convinces, convincing, cook, cooked, cooked, cooks, cooking, cool, cooled, cooled, cools, cooling, cooperate, cooperated, cooperated, cooperates, cooperating, copy, copied, copied, copies, copying, correct, corrected, corrected, corrects, correcting, correspond, corresponded, corresponded, corresponds, corresponding, corrupt, corrupted, corrupted, corrupts, corrupting, counsel, counseled, counseled, counsels, counseling, count, counted, counted, counts, counting, cover, covered, covered, covers, covering, crack, cracked, cracked, cracks, cracking, crackle, crackled, crackled, crackles, crackling, crash, crashed, crashed, crashes, crashing, create, created, created, creates, creating, crib, cribbed, cribbed, cribs, cribbing, cross, crossed, crossed, crosses, crossing, crowd, crowded, crowded, crowds, crowding, crush, crushed, crushed, crushes, crushing, cry, cried, cried, cries, crying, cure, cured, cured, cures, curing, curve, curved, curved, curves, curving, damage, damaged, damaged, damages, damaging, dance, danced, danced, dances, dancing, dare, dared, dared, dares, daring, dash, dashed, dashed, dashes, dashing, decay, decayed, decayed, decays, decaying, decide, decided, decided, decides, deciding, declare, declared, declared, declares, declaring, decrease, decreased, decreased, decreases, decreasing, dedicate, dedicated, dedicated, dedicates, dedicating, delay, delayed, delayed, delays, delaying, delete, deleted, deleted, deletes, deleting, depend, depended, depended, depends, depending, deprive, deprived, deprived, deprives, depriving, derive, derived, derived, derives, deriving, describe, described, described, describes, describing, desire, desired, desired, desires, desiring, destroy, destroyed, destroyed, destroys, destroying, detach, detached, detached, detaches, detaching, detect, detected, detected, detects, detecting, determine, determined, determined, determines, determining, develop, developed, developed, develops, developing, die, died, died, dies, dying, differ, differed, differed, differs, differing, diminish, diminished, diminished, diminishes, diminishing, dip, dipped, dipped, dips, dipping, direct, directed, directed, directs, directing, disappear, disappeared, disappeared, disappears, disappearing, discover, discovered, discovered, discovers, discovering, discuss, discussed, discussed, discusses, discussing, disobey, disobeyed, disobeyed, disobeys, disobeying, display, displayed, displayed, displays, displaying, dispose, disposed, disposed, disposes, disposing, distribute, distributed, distributed, distributes, distributing, disturb, disturbed, disturbed, disturbs, disturbing, disuse, disused, disused, disuses, disusing, dive, dived, dived, dives, diving, divide, divided, divided, divides, dividing, donate, donated, donated, donates, donating, download, downloaded, downloaded, downloads, downloading, drag, dragged, dragged, drags, dragging, dress, dressed, dressed, dresses, dressing, drill, drilled, drilled, drills, drilling, drop, dropped, dropped, drops, dropping, die, died, died, dies, dying, earn, earned, earned, earns, earning, educate, educated, educated, educates, educating, empty, emptied, emptied, empties, emptying, encircle, encircled, encircled, encircles, encircling, encourage, encouraged, encouraged, encourages, encouraging, enjoy, enjoyed, enjoyed, enjoys, enjoying, enlarge, enlarged, enlarged, enlarges, enlarging, enter, entered, entered, enters, entering, erase, erased, erased, erases, erasing, escape, escaped, escaped, escapes, escaping, evaporate, evaporated, evaporated, evaporates, evaporating, exchange, exchanged, exchanged, exchanges, exchanging, exclaim, exclaimed, exclaimed, exclaims, exclaiming, exclude, excluded, excluded, excludes, excluding, exist, existed, existed, exists, existing, expand, expanded, expanded, expands, expanding, expect, expected, expected, expects, expecting, explain, explained, explained, explains, explaining, explore, explored, explored, explores, exploring, express, expressed, expressed, expresses, expressing, extend, extended, extended, extends, extending, face, faced, faced, faces, facing, fail, failed, failed, fails, failing, faint, fainted, fainted, faints, fainting, favor, favored, favored, favors, favoring, fill, filled, filled, fills, filling, finish, finished, finished, finishes, finishing, fish, fished, fished, fishes, fishing, fit, fit, fitted, fit, fitted, fits, fitting, fix, fixed, fixed, fixes, fixing, flap, flapped, flapped, flaps, flapping, flash, flashed, flashed, flashes, flashing, float, floated, floated, floats, floating, flop, flopped, flopped, flops, flopping, fold, folded, folded folds, folding, follow, followed, followed, follows, following, force, forced, forced, forces, forcing, form, formed, formed, forms, forming, found, founded, founded, founds, founding, frame, framed, framed, frames, framing, fulfill, fulfilled, fulfilled, fulfills, fulfilling, gag, gagged, gagged, gags, gagging, gain, gained, gained, gains, gaining, gaze, gazed, gazed, gazes, gazing, glance, glanced, glanced, glances, glancing, glow, glowed, glowed, glows, glowing, govern, governed, governed, governs, governing, grade, graded, graded, grades, grading, grant, granted, granted, grants, granting, guess, guessed, guessed, guesses, guessing, guide, guided, guided, guides, guiding, handle, handled, handled, handles, handling, happen, happened, happened, happens, happening, hate, hated, hated, hates, hating, heal, healed, healed, heals, healing, hear, heard, heard, hears, hearing, help, helped, helped, helps, helping, hit, 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 hits, hitting, hope, hoped, hoped, hopes, hoping, hug, hugged, hugged, hugs, hugging, hunt, hunted, hunted, hunts, hunting, hurt, 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 hurts, hurting, idealize, idealized, idealized, idealizes, idealizing, identify, identified, identified, identifies, identifying, illustrate, illustrated, illustrated, illustrates, illustrating, imitate, imitated, imitated, imitates, imitating, impress, impressed, impressed, impresses, impressing, improve, improved, improved, improves, improving, inaugurate, inaugurated, inaugurated, inaugurates, inaugurating, include, included, included, includes, including, increase, increased, increased, increases, increasing, impress, impressed, impressed, impresses, impressing, improve, improved, improved, improves, improving, inaugurate, inaugurated, inaugurated, inaugurates, inaugurating, include, included, included, includes, including, increase, increased, increased, increases, increasing, indicate, indicated, indicated, indicates, indicating, induce, induced, induced, induces, inducing, indulge, indulged, indulged, indulges, indulging, infect, infected, infected, infects, infecting, inflame, inflamed, inflamed, inflames, inflaming, inform, informed, informed, informs, informing, ingest, ingested, ingested, ingests, ingesting, inhale, inhaled, inhaled, inhales, inhaling, inherit, inherited, inherited, inherits, inheriting, initiate, initiated, initiated, initiates, initiating, inject, injected, injected, injects, injecting, inquire, inquired, inquired, inquires, inquiring, insert, inserted, inserted, inserts, inserting, inspect, inspected, inspected, inspects, inspecting, inspire, inspired, inspired, inspires, inspiring, install, installed, installed, installs, installing, insult, insulted, insulted, insults, insulting, insure, insured, insured, insures, insuring, integrate, integrated, integrated, integrates, integrating, introduce, introduced, introduced, introduces, introducing, invent, invented, invented, invents, inventing, invite, invited, invited, invites, inviting, join, joined, joined, joins, joining, jump, jumped, jumped, jumps, jumping, justify, justified, justified, justifies, justifying, kick, kicked, kicked, kicks, kicking, kill, killed, killed, kills, killing, kiss, kissed, kissed, kisses, kissing, knock, knocked, knocked, knocks, knocking, land, landed, landed, lands, landing, leak, leaked, leaked, leaks, leaking, let, 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 lets, letting, lie, lied, lied, lies, lying, lift, lifted, lifted, lifts, lifting, like, liked, liked, likes, liking, maintain, maintained, maintained, maintains, maintaining, manage, managed, managed, manages, managing, mark, marked, marked, marks, marking, match, matched, matched, matches, matching, measure, measured, measured, measures, measuring, melt, melted, melted, melts, melting, merge, merged, merged, merges, merging, migrate, migrated, migrated, migrates, migrating, milk, milked, milked, milks, milking, mind, minded, minded, minds, minding, mislead, misled, misled, misleads, misleading, miss, missed, missed, misses, missing, misuse, misused, misused, misuses, misusing, mix, mixed, mixed, mixes, mixing, modify, modified, modified, modifies, modifying, mislead, misled, misled, misleads, misleading, miss, missed, missed, misses, missing, misuse, misused, misused, misuses, misusing, mix, mixed, mixed, mixes, mixing, modify, modified, modified, modifies, modifying, motivate, motivated, motivated, motivates, motivating, mold, molded, molded, molds, molding, move, moved, moved, moves, moving, multiply, multiplied, multiplied, multiplies, multiplying, murmur, murmured, murmured, murmurs, murmuring, nail, nailed, nailed, nails, nailing, need, needed, needed, needs, needing, neglect, neglected, neglected, neglects, neglecting, nib, nibbed, nibbed, nibs, nipping, note, noted, noted, notes, noting, notice, noticed, noticed, notices, noticing, notify, notified, notified, notifies, notifying, nourish, nourished, nourished, nourishes, nourishing, obey, obeyed, obeyed, obeys, obeying, observe, observed, observed, observes, observing, obstruct, obstructed, obstructed, obstructs, obstructing, obtain, obtained, obtained, obtains, obtaining, occupy, occupied, occupied, occupies, occupying, occur, occurred, occurred, occurs, occurring, offer, offered, offered, offers, offering, offset, 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 offsets, offsetting, omit, omitted, omitted, omits, omitting, open, opened, opened, opens, opening, operate, operated, operated, operates, operating, opt, opted, opted, ops, opting, optimize, optimized, optimized, optimizes, optimizing, order, ordered, ordered, orders, ordering, organize, organized, organized, organizes, organizing, originate, originated, originated, originates, originating, overflow, overflowed, overflowed, overflows, overflowing, overtake, overtook, overtaken, overtakes, overtaking, paint, painted, painted, paints, painting, part, parted, parted, parts, parting, participate, participated, participated, participates, participating, pass, passed, passed, passes, passing, paste, pasted, pasted, pastes, pasting, pause, paused, paused, pauses, pausing, perish, perished, perished, perishes, perishing, permit, permitted, permitted, permits, permitting, persuade, persuaded, persuaded, persuades, persuading, phone, phoned, phoned, phones, phoning, place, placed, placed, places, placing, plan, planned, planned, plans, planning, play, played, played, plays, playing, please, pleased, pleased, pleases, pleasing, plug, plucked, plucked, plucks, plucking, point, pointed, pointed, points, pointing, polish, polished, polished, polishes, polishing, pollute, polluted, polluted, pollutes, polluting, pour, poured, poured, pours, pouring, practice, practiced, practiced, practices, practicing, praise, praised, praised, praises, praising, pray, prayed, prayed, praise, praying, prefer, preferred, preferred, prefers, preferring, prepare, prepared, prepared, prepares, preparing, prescribe, prescribed, prescribed, prescribes, prescribing, present, presented, presented, presence, presenting, preserve, preserved, preserved, preserves, preserving, press, pressed, pressed, presses, pressing, prevent, prevented, prevented, prevents, preventing, print, printed, printed, prints, printing, proceed, proceeded, proceeded, proceeds, proceeding, produce, produced, produced, produces, producing, progress, progressed, progressed, progresses, progressing, prohibit, prohibited, prohibited, prohibits, prohibiting, promise, promised, promised, promises, promising, propose, proposed, proposed, proposes, proposing, protect, protected, protected, protects, protecting, prove, proved, proved, proves, proving, provide, provided, provided, provides, providing, pull, pulled, pulled, pulls, pulling, punish, punished, punished, punishes, punishing, purify, purified, purified, purifies, purifying, push, pushed, pushed, pushes, pushing, put, 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 puts, pudding, qualify, qualified, qualified, qualifies, qualifying, question, questioned, questioned, questions, questioning, rain, rained, rained, rains, raining, reach, reached, reached, reaches, reaching, read, 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 reads, reading, realize, realized, realized, realizes, realizing, recall, recalled, recalled, recalls, recalling, receive, received, received, receives, receiving, recite, recited, recited, recites, reciting, recognize, recognized, recognized, recognizes, recognizing, recollect, recollected, recollected, recollects, recollecting, recur, recurred, recurred, recurs, recurring, reduce, reduced, reduced, reduces, reducing, refer, referred, referred, refers, referring, reflect, reflected, reflected, reflects, reflecting, refuse, refused, refused, refuses, refusing, regard, regarded, regarded, regards, regarding, regret, regretted, regretted, regrets, regretting, relate, related, related, relates, relating, relax, relaxed, relaxed, relaxes, relaxing, rely, relied, relied, relies, relying, remain, remained, remained, remains, remaining, remake, remade, remade, remakes, remaking, remove, removed, removed, removes, removing, renew, renewed, renewed, renews, renewing, repair, repaired, repaired, repairs, repairing, repeat, repeated, repeated, repeats, repeating, replace, replaced, replaced, replaces, replacing, reply, replied, replied, replies, replying, report, reported, reported, reports, reporting, request, requested, requested, requests, requesting, resell, resold, resold, resells, reselling, resemble, resembled, resembled, resembles, resembling, reset, 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 resets, resetting, resist, resisted, resisted, resists, resisting, resolve, resolved, resolved, resolves, resolving, respect, respected, respected, respects, respecting, rest, rested, rested, rests, resting, restrain, restrained, restrained, restrains, restraining, retain, retained, retained, retains, retaining, retire, retired, retired, retires, retiring, return, returned, returned, returns, returning, review, reviewed, reviewed, reviews, reviewing, roar, roared, roared, roars, roaring, roll, rolled, rolled, rolls, rolling, rub, rubbed, rubbed, rubs, rubbing, rule, ruled, ruled, rules, ruling, rush, rushed, rushed, rushes, rushing, sacrifice, sacrificed, sacrificed, sacrifices, sacrificing, sail, sailed, sailed, sails, sailing, salute, saluted, saluted, salutes, saluting, sample, sampled, sampled, samples, sampling, sanction, sanctioned, sanctioned, sanctions, sanctioning, satisfy, satisfied, satisfied, satisfies, satisfying, saturate, saturated, saturated, saturates, saturating, save, saved, saved, saves, saving, scan, scanned, scanned, scans, scanning, scare, scared, scared scares, scaring, scream, screamed, screamed, screams, screaming, search, searched, searched, searches, searching, seat, seated, seated, seats, seating, secure, secured, secured, secures, securing, seam, seemed, seemed, seems, seeming, select, selected, selected, selects, selecting, separate, separated, separated, separates, separating, sever, severed, severed, severs, severing, shape, shaped, shaped, shapes, shaping, share, shared, shared, shares, sharing, shock, shocked, shocked, shocks, shocking, shout, shouted, shouted, shouts, shouting, signal, signaled, signaled, signals, signaling, signify, signified, signified, signifies, signifying, sip, sipped, sipped, sips, sipping, slim, slimmed, slimmed, slims, slimming, slip, slipped, slipped, slips, slipping, smash, smashed, smashed, smashes, smashing, smile, smiled, smiled, smiles, smiling, smooth, smoothed, smoothed, smooths, smoothing, sneeze, sneezed, sneezed, sneezes, sneezing, 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 solve, solved, solved, solves, solving, soothe, soothed, soothed, soothes, soothing, sparkle, sparkled, sparkled, sparkles, sparkling, speak, spoke, spoken, speaks, speaking, split, 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 splits, splitting, spray, sprayed, sprayed, sprays, spraying, spread, 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 spreads, spreading, squeeze, squeezed, squeezed, squeezes, squeezing, start, started, started, starts, starting, stay, stayed, stayed, stays, staying, step, stepped, stepped, steps, stepping, sterilize, sterilized, sterilized, sterilizes, sterilizing, stimulate, stimulated, stimulated, stimulates, stimulating, stir, stirred, stirred, stirs, stirring, stitch, stitched, stitched, stitches, stitching, stoop, stooped, stooped, stoops, stooping, stop, stopped, stopped, stops, stopping, store, stored, stored, stores, storing, strain, strained, strained, strains, straining, stretch, stretched, stretched, stretches, stretching, string, strung, strung, strings, stringing, study, studied, studied, studies, studying, submit, submitted, submitted, submits, submitting, subscribe, subscribed, subscribed, subscribes, subscribing, subtract, subtracted, subtracted, subtracts, subtracting, succeed, succeeded, succeeded, succeeds, succeeding, suck, sucked, sucked, sucks, sucking, suffer, suffered, suffered, suffers, suffering, suggest, suggested, suggested, suggests, suggesting, supply, supplied, supplied, supplies, supplying, support, supported, supported, supports, supporting, surround, surrounded, surrounded, surrounds, surrounding, survey, surveyed, surveyed, surveys, surveying, survive, survived, survived, survives, surviving, swallow, swallowed, swallowed, swallows, swallowing, sweat, 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 sweats, sweating, sweep, swept, swept, sweeps, sweeping, talk, talked, talked, talks, talking, tap, tapped, tapped, taps, tapping, taste, tasted, tasted, tastes, tasting, tend, tended, tended, tends, tending, terminate, terminated, terminated, terminates, terminating, terrify, terrified, terrified, terrifies, terrifying, test, tested, tested, tests, testing, thank, thanked, thanked, thanks, thanking, thrust, 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 thrusts, thrusting, thump, thumped, thumped, thumps, thumping, tie, tied, tied, ties, tying, tire, tired, tired, tires, tiring, toss, tossed, tossed, tosses, tossing, touch, touched, touched, touches, touching, train, trained, trained, trains, training, transfer, transferred, transferred, transfers, transferring, transform, transformed, transformed, transforms, transforming, translate, translated, translated, translates, translating, travel, traveled, traveled, travels, traveling, treat, treated, treated, treats, treating, tremble, trembled, trembled, trembles, trembling, trust, trusted, trusted, trusts, trusting, try, tried, tried, tries, trying, turn, turned, turned, turns, turning, type, typed, typed, types, typing, use, used, used, uses, using, value, valued, valued, values, valuing, vanish, vanished, vanished, vanishes, vanishing, vary, varied, varied, varies, varying, verify, verified, verified, verifies, verifying, vex, vexed, vexed, vexes, vexing, view, viewed, viewed, views, viewing, violate, violated, violated, violates, violating, vomit, vomited, vomited, vomits, vomiting, walk, walked, walked, walks, walking, want, wanted, wanted, wants, wanting, warn, warned, warned, warns, warning, waste, wasted, wasted, wastes, wasting, watch, watched, watched, watches, watching, water, watered, watered, waters, watering, wave, waved, waved, waves, waving, whisper, whispered, whispered, whispers, whispering, win, one, one, wins, winning, wind, wound, wound, winds, winding, wish, wished, wished, wishes, wishing, withdraw, withdrew, withdrawn, withdraws, withdrawing, work, worked, worked, works, working, worry, worried, worried, worries, worrying, worship, worshipped, worshipped, worships, worshipping, yawn, yawned, yawned, yawns, yawning, yield, yielded, yielded, yields, yielding, zinc, zenlead, zenlead, zincs, zenleading, zoom, zoomed, zoomed, zooms, zooming,